All right. All right. Here we go. Everybody ready for this? Okay.
Alex Schiavi,
Alex, DJ Oakley,
or
ISN. I hope you are well to start this off. But you have been, I don't know if you understand this, you have been the hot topic around our office for about a month and a half. How,
Thank you.
how to pronounce, well, first off, you've had an unbelievable year. So let's start off with that. But the first question I have to ask you is kind of like they do on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The first question, how do you pronounce your name? A, Schiavi, B, Schiavi, 3, C, Schiavi, or D, Jones?
It is indeed B, Schiavi.
Dang it! I'm so sorry. We've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. I went on Channel 21 and pronounced it wrong. I did you wrong, man.
Yeah, it's all good. I tell people, think of school. You know, you don't say shul, you say school because the SCH. So, but yeah, it's usually, you know, people like saying Schiavi, but it's okay. It's all good.
Took me to school.
when we talk about your senior season now, what's it like? I mean, you're a senior. How's it been going for you, and how's it how's it been being reflective and trying to kind of take in the fact that it's your last go around?
You know, it's unfortunate. Like, I don't want to see it to end, but I've already made like so many great memories with these guys, and like, you know, it's just the season's been going great, but you know, I don't want to see it end. Like, I just want it to keep going, and it's just, you know, I don't really know. I'm kind of just taking it one game at a time, one day at a time, and I feel like that's just the right mentality to have.
All right, and I need you to spit out the stats for Alex Schiavi, because I don't want you to turn red or blush. I got a question to follow these stats. Go, Ant.
All right, so Mr. Schiavi is throwing for 1,771 yards. He has a completion percentage of just over 69%. He's thrown for 21 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. His longest completion of the year is 67 yards, and he has 112 completions out of 162 attempts total.
And my question is, are you a superhero?
Hey, it's all my offensive line and receivers. I mean, they make everything happen. They make me look good. My line gives me time, and I got a great receiving core, so I know if I get any of them the ball, they can do anything.
Talk about that connection with your receiving core. I mean, you got 13 guys this year that have at least one reception. Of course, Stanky, your tight end, is one of your go-to guys, along with a couple others. But talk about this receiving core and how much you guys have connected this season.
Yeah, so last year, you know, I was a transfer from Matthews, so it was my first year at Jackson. And, you know, I was just kind of getting into the offense, getting to know the guys. But this was the first, you know, off season that, like, I got to throw with them. And it shows on the field, you know, me and Stank goes all the way back to, last April. You know, him and I were good friends. Me and Caden Mitchell, great friends. Me and Owen McDevitt, you know, all off season we battled because he's the backup quarterback. And him and I have a great relationship. And that's the thing that's nice about Owen as a slot receiver, because he's really smart and, you know, he's played quarterback. So he knows, like, what underneath routes would work against certain coverages and stuff. So, and then I have Gavin White, you know, big body. He was out for the first couple of games of the year due to injury. But, you know, he's coming alive. And I don't want to miss anyone. I mean, my running backs, Keegan White, Gavin's brother, he's doing great outside of the backfield when I give him the ball. And Joey Zayas, you know, he's becoming and Tanner Butler. Anyone can catch the ball and make a play when I get him the ball. So
let's rewind back to week 1. And boy, did you have a big introduction to the Jackson Milton family. 7 touchdowns in your first game of the season. I mean, how does that, you went into week 2 as the MVAC leader in touchdowns. You beat Vinny Balone that week. What was that like to have a welcoming like that?
Oh, it was, you know, I never experienced anything like that, like all the attention and stuff. And I feel like it was even better because the coach at Latonia is John Protopapa, and Coach Pro was my coach at Matthews when I was there my freshman and sophomore year. And him and I are still super close. So, you know, it was a good laugh between him and I afterwards. And, you know, I still kind of let him know about it. But, yeah, it was a good team win. And, yeah, That's all I know.
So I feel like there is a competition going on that nobody knows about in the MVAC amongst the quarterbacks. Do you look at the paper? Do you look at YSN and start looking at the other quarterbacks' numbers and go, "Oh, okay, I see where you're at. I'm coming for you next week."
Yeah, you definitely. I gotta see what my competitors are doing, but I'm not really a big stat guy. I kind of just see what they do and what their team does, but I know what the other guys are doing.
You guys have a chance to have one of the best seasons that Jackson Milton football has put together, especially in recent memory. What's that mean to you guys to really build on this program and to build foundations of a program that should be successful for years to come as well?
Oh, it means the world to us. We want all these kids that are coming up to play for Jackson Milton to see what it's supposed to be like. We want to build a tradition like all these great schools around us. We want, when people are talking about great schools, like especially small schools, they want to talk about Jackson Milton. That's what we all want. So it means a lot to us, and we're putting the work in, and we're going to keep trying.
After a tough season last year, there had to be a lot of adjustments in the offseason to get things rolling. For you as the quarterback and as a leader, what are some of the things you did in the offseason to get this team to where it's at today?
Well, I dedicated my offseason to getting bigger and stronger in the weight room. I actually gained around 20 pounds of muscle. And, I wanted to get faster, get a stronger arms, and then getting bigger was part of that was so I could take hits. And then we got a new coach. His name's Coach Liberato. He's our quarterback coach, and he's helped me out tremendously. So, and then all the pieces just, unfolded in front of me.
What do you think is your best day in the weight room? What's the favorite circuit or favorite workout day in the weight room for you?
Oh, by far chest. I love chest. I love bench. Anything to do with chest. Anything upper body. I'm kind of got them chicken legs. So.
Oh, you skipping leg day?
Man, I don't skip it, but it's not my strong suit.
What's your last PR on bench?
205, which it's
pretty good.
It's not bad, but I need to get it up.
Listen, for a QB, that's good because you don't want that. I mean, they tell you all the time, pitchers, you don't want the chest muscles. Same with quarterbacks. You want to be able to sling it. You want elongated muscles. So, well done, man. 205. That'll get the job done.
Thank you.
It's definitely getting the job done when you look at his numbers. That's for sure. What about this locker room makes it so unique, and what do you think separates yourselves from other teams when you look at the men that you go into a battle with every week?
If you look at our team, I think we're very unselfish. We have, our right tackle's 6'1", 140 pounds, but he's mean. He's a dog. He doesn't care about any of that. We had our tight end, Gerald Eyrig. He goes crazy week 2 against Newton Falls, has a bunch of receptions, and then we go down at left tackle, and Coach Bro goes to him and says, "Hey, we need you to play line," and he doesn't hesitate. We all have the same goal. We want to win, and we all love each other, and we want to go into a win as a family. So.
Your team's looking to bounce back this week after a tough one last Friday. Waterloo's the opponent coming up, and then when you look ahead, you got Springfield and McDonald. So you do have a chance to win 8 games this season, but you got to take it week by week. What are you preparing for Waterloo coming up this Friday?
Well, offensively, they run that single wing, and when it's ran right, it's really hard to defend. So we've been working really hard all week defending that, and then defensively, they get after it. I saw a couple weeks ago when they played Lowville, and you know how fast Vinny Ballone is. They were getting after him, and he had to make some hard throws and hard decisions. So they like to fly all over the place, and, it should be a good one.
Tomorrow's game day. Take us through a typical Friday for you and what your routine is in the hours leading up to the kickoff.
Man, so after I get out of school at 12:30, and then usually I drink a thing of Pedialyte so I can stay hydrated, and I always take 2 spoons of mustard. And I hate it, but I got to get it done. I'm not a big eater before games because I get nervous, and it's just, it just doesn't go well. And I'm also big into meditation, so I try to meditate for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And then once it's about, 5 o'clock, I come to the school, and then that's when it's go time.
All right, man. You are 7 weeks into the football season. do you want to play at the next level? Do you have ambitions to play at the next level? And where would you want to go?
So I've only talked to Teal. I've talked to their head coach, and I don't really know if I want to. I'm still on I'm still indecisive right now. So I guess we'll see. I'm just taking it day by day right now, and I guess we'll see what the future unfolds for me.
What things would you want to study in whenever you go?
I want to be a math teacher one day, and then I want to be a football coach. It seems like a pretty cool life that I'd like to live.
All right. So wait a minute. You said you don't like stats, and if you're going to be a math teacher, I know for a fact they love stats. Which one is it, Schiavi?
I like algebra, I like geometry, but I don't pay attention to stats because I feel like, Mike Gesicki, the tight end for the Dolphins, he once said, you can't pay attention to what you did before because if you don't perform that way, the next week, everyone's going to forget about all those stats and stuff. So I just kind of, just keep a clear mind.
Well done, young man.
So you go into each game with the mindset that you're, no completions, no attempts, no yards. I like that.
Yeah, I don't like I hate people who got big egos, and I just try to stay humble.
When you think about your career and you reflect on it, who are some of those people that taught you how to be so humble and taught you how to check that ego at the door?
Well, my dad, he used to coach high school football back in the day, and he always told me don't have a big head because, no one likes a person with a big ego. And then Coach Brode, he does a great job of, keeping me in check. Same with Coach Liberato, my quarterback coach. I'm big on, I'm not about what I do. I just want to win football games, and that's all. That's the only thing that matters to me, getting wins.
When you transferred over from Matthews, obviously there's a lot of adjustments, both on and off the field. Were you familiar with a lot of the kids at Jackson Milton? Did it take you some time to build relationships, or how did that work off the field for you?
Yeah, it took a lot of time. The reason why I actually transferred from Matthews to Jackson Milton is because Coach Protopapa, he left Matthews and originally came to Jackson Milton as an assistant coach. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I wanted to stay because I bought into what I saw Coach Brode was building here. So I just kept that. I trust the process. I stayed through it, and it took a minute, but we're there. I like to say.
All right, my final question for you is: since you've been there for 2 years, I'm sure you've been wonderfully acclimated with the school system and the community. So, what's it mean to you to be a Blue Jay?
Oh, it means the world. I love this school. I love this community, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. I love this team, and I'm so proud to be a Jackson Milton Blue Jay. Every day I wake up just thinking to myself, you know what? I'm so happy the way that things went because, I wouldn't change anything. Like if I could go back when I, attended Matthews and transferred because I learned stuff along the way. Like I started as a freshman at Matthews, so I got experience there. And then once I came here my junior year, it's like, you know what? It's go time. And unfortunately, it didn't go the way that we wanted to. But now that where we and myself are today, I wouldn't change a thing.
Alex, I got to tell you, we're big fans, super fans of you. And now that we know how to pronounce your name, we're even bigger fans. So thanks for being on today. Thanks for all you do. Keep doing what you do every week, and know that YS Nation is out there rooting for you, man.
Thank you.